Short answers. Question number 1. Explain why is air transport preferred in northeastern states of India? Answer. The northeastern states are full of big rivers, dissected relief, dense forest, frequent floods. It has international frontiers with Myanmar, Bangladesh, and China. Under these conditions, air transport is preferred in these hilly areas of northeastern states because air transport can cover very difficult areas like high mountains and dense forest. It is also useful in hostile areas and natural and human-made calamities like floods. It is only in the northeastern states that special provisions are made to extend the air services to the common people, as such air travel is within their reach and preferred. Next question. Describe the main features of the Indian postal network. Answer. Main features of the Indian postal network are as given below. The Indian postal network is the largest network in the world. Types of mail. There are two types of mail. First class mail, cards and envelopes fall in this category. Second class mail, it includes book packets, registered newspaper and periodicals. Mail channels. For quick delivery of mail, 6 channels have been introduced. These are Rajdhani channel, Metro channel, Green channel, Business channel, Bulk mail channel and periodically channel. Next question. Write a short note on the telecom networks in India. Answer. India's telecom network is one of the largest network in Asia. All urban places and 2/3 of the village have subscriber trunk dialing (STD) telephone facility. Special provisions have been made to extend 24 hours STD facility to all villages. There is a uniform STD rate in the country. It has been made possible by integrating the development in space technology with communication technology. Next question. What is the position of India in the production of films? What types of films are produced and which authority certifies them? Answer. India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. Various types of films are produced, such as short films, video feature films, and video short films. The Central Board of Films Certification certifies both Indian and foreign films. Next question. Why is international trade considered the economic barometer for a country? Answer. The progress in international trade leads to economic prosperity if the value of exports exceeds the value of imports. The country is considered to have made advancement in international trade. It is called favorable balance of trade. Developed countries come in this category. On the other hand, if the value of imports exceeds the value of export, it is termed as unfavorable balance of trade. Thus, advancement of international trade is an index to its economic prosperity and considered the economic barometer for a country. Next question. What is transportation necessary? Why is transportation necessary? Answer. Transportation is necessary for the movement of goods and services from their supply location to demand location, like to link production centers with consumption centers, for the movement of people from one region to the other, for carry out trade at all levels, to supply goods, resources, etc. from the surplus regions to deficient regions, for supplying relief measures to the region where some natural calamities strike, for transporting raw materials from mining regions and farms to the industries, etc. Efficient means of transport are the prerequisites for economic development of a nation. Next question. What do you understand by means of transport? Write 3 important domains of the earth which are covered by them. Answer. Means of transport include all kinds of vehicles, trains, airplanes, and ships. Means of transport are used for the movement of people, goods, and services from one place to another. These are developed one on three important domains of the earth like land, water and air. Based on these, transport can also be classified into land, water and air transport. Next question. Today the world has become a global village. Justify this statement. Answer. Today the world has become a large village because of efficient and fast means of transport and development of telecommunication and satellite communication system. These two functions, like various means of transport and communication, have reduced time and distance, have brought the world closer, and the physical distance have become meaningless. For example, now trading from local levels has been extended to the international level, and even financial transaction can take place around the world in no time. All this has been made possible because of efficient and quick means of transport and communication. Next question. Name 6 types of roads according to their capacity. Answer. 6 types of roads: superhighways, golden quadrilateral, north-south corridor and east-west corridor, national highways, state highways, district road, other rural roads, border roads. Next question. Differentiate between district roads and other rural roads. Answer. District roads. District roads connect the district headquarters with one place of the district. These roads are maintained by Jila Parishad. Other rural roads. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns come under this category. These roads received special inputs under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this scheme, special provisions are made so that every village is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road. Next question. Classify roads on the basis of the type of material used for their construction. Answer. Roads can be classified into 2 categories on the basis of material used. Metalled roads may be made of cement, concrete and bitumen. These are all-weather roads. Unmetalled roads are dusty and muddy tracks which go out of use in the rainy season. Next question. Name 3 means of land transport and write 1 advantage of each. Answer. 3 means of land transport. Roadways. They can be laid in any type of terrain and provide door-to-door service. Railways. They can carry huge loads of long distance, therefore, they are of great significance in the national economy. Pipeline. These can be used for transporting liquid, gaseous and solid material to great distance at low cost. Next question. Define road density. What is the average road density in India? Name the states having the highest and lowest densities respectively. What is the main reason for the difference in their densities? Answer. Road density is defined as the length of road per 100 square kilometer of area. Average road density of India is 75 km per 100 square kilometer of area according to 1996 to 1997. Highest road density is in Kerala. It is 375 km per 100 square kilometer. Least road density is in Jammu and Kashmir. It is 10 km per 100 square kilometer. In Jammu and Kashmir, road density is less because of mountainous terrain, whereas Kerala has labelled nature of land coupled with agricultural development, which support a lot of population. Therefore, road density is higher. Next question. What are the problems faced by road transportation in India? Answer. Problems faced by road transportation. The road network is inadequate in proportion to the volume of traffic and passengers. About half of the roads are unmetalled, which makes them useless during rainy season. The national highways are inadequate and lack roadside amenities. The roadways are highly congested in cities. Most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. Next question. What are border roads? What is their significance? Answer. Border roads run among the land frontiers of our country in the northern and northeastern border areas. The Border Road Organization, BRO, a department of the central government, was established in 1960s for the development of border roads. Their construction and maintenance is the responsibility of the central government. Importance of border roads. These roads are of strategic importance. They have increased the accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and have helped in the economic development of these areas. They are the supply lines for our Jawans, soldiers, who guard our land frontiers. Next question. What is balance of trade? Explain its two types. Answer. The balance of trade of a country is the difference between its export and import value. Balance of trade is of two types. Favorable balance of trade. When the value of export exceeds the value of imports, it is called favorable balance of trade. Unfavorable balance of trade. If the value of import exceeds the value of export, it is called unfavorable balance of trade. Next question. How are means of transport and communication complementary to each other? Explain with 3 examples. Answer. Transport and communication establish link between producing centers and consuming centers. Trade or the exchange of such commodities relies on transport and communication. Transport provides the network of links and carriers through which trade takes place. Dense network of roads, railways and airways connect the remote areas of the country, hence help in production and distribution of goods and services. Advancement in communication system has accelerated trade by carrying information all over the world quickly. Good transport helps in quick carrying of raw material from remote areas to the production center and allow distribution of good efficiently. With expansion of rail, ocean and air transport, better means of refrigeration and preservation, trade has experienced spatial expansion. Next question. Write a note on the changing nature of international trade in India. Answer. International trade in India has undergone a substantial change in the last 15 years. Liberalization policies of government and lifting of barriers on trade has made it truly global in nature. India has trading relations with all major trading blocs and geographical regions of the world. In this day and age of globalization, exchange of goods and commodities has been overtaken by the exchange of information and knowledge. India has proved to be a world leader in software technology and is earning large amount of foreign exchange through the export of software technology. Next question. Why is tourism considered as a trade and industry in India? Give reasons in support of your answer. Answer. With increase in the number of foreign tourists visiting India, we earned foreign exchange worth rupees 21,828 crore in 2004, which is further increasing year by year, making tourism an important trade. Over 2.6 million foreign tourists visit India every year for appreciating our heritage, our culture, for medical purposes or for business purposes, etc. Over 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Tourism promotes national integration, provides support to the local handicraft and cultural pursuits. Tourism also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. Rajasthan, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir and temple towns of South India are the most popular tourist destinations. These states earn huge sums of money from tourism trade. Next question. What is the status of feature film production in India? Answer. India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. It produces short, video feature films, and video short films. The Central Board of Film Certification is the authority to certify both Indian and foreign films. International trade. Next question. What is meant by trade? What is the difference between local and state level trade? Answer. The exchange of goods and services among people, states and country through market channels is referred to as trade. Local trade is carried in cities, towns and villages. State level trade is carried between two or more states. Next question. What is international trade? Answer. Exchange of goods, buying and selling of goods between two countries is called international trade. It may take place through sea, air or land routes. Two components of international trade are export and imports. Next question. What is right in brief about AIR and Doordarshan? Answer. All India Radio, AIR or Akashvani. It broadcasts a variety of programs in national, regional and local languages. It broadcasts programs for various categories of people in rural, urban and remote areas. It is spread over different parts of country through a number of radio stations and transmitters. Doordarshan. It is the national television channel of India. It is one of the largest terrestrial network in the world. It telecasts a variety of programs ranging from educational, entertainment to sport, etc. for people of different age group. Next question. Approximately in how many languages are newspapers published in India? Answer. Newspapers are published in about 100 languages and delegates. Largest number of newspapers published in India are in Hindi, followed by English and Urdu. Next question. Name the mail channels which were introduced by the Indian Postal Network to facilitate quick delivery of mails. What was the main purpose of this decision? Answer. Mail channels introduced by the Indian Postal Network are Rajdhani Channel, Business Channel, Metro Channel, Bulk Mail Channel, Green Channel, Periodical Channel. The main purpose is to facilitate quick delivery of mail to large towns and cities. Next question. Name the northernmost and southernmost international airport of India. Answer. Northernmost international airport is Rajashansi at Amritsar. Southernmost international airport of India is situated in Thiruvananthapuram and is called Nedimbechari Airport. Next question. What is the main difference between means of transport and means of communication? Answer. Means of transport. These are used for the movement of people, goods and services from one place to another, like roadways, airways, etc. Means of communication. These are used for interchanging messages and ideas between people without physical movement of the communicator or receiver, like letters, telephone, television, etc. Next question. Write two types of means of communication and give two examples of each. Answer. Two types of means of communication are personal communication, mass communication. Personal communication includes sending and receiving of message between two individuals at a personal level. The important means in this category are telephone, post and telegraph services, fax, etc. Mass communication means communicating with several people, masses, at the same time. These are of two types. Print media. It includes printed material like newspaper and magazines. Electronic media like radio and TV. This is an important media, especially for illiterate masses of the country. Next question. What are the functions performed by means of mass communication? Answer. Functions performed by means of mass communication. It provides entertainment to masses. It creates awareness among people about various national programs and policies. We come to know the world happening weather bulletins, and important international phenomena, development and research, etc., through the means of mass communication. They help in creating public opinion. Next question. What are Pawan services? Write two purposes for which these services are used. Answer. The Pawan Helicopter Limited, a public sector undertaking, provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Commission ONGC in its offshore operations in accessible areas and difficult terrain like the northeastern state, the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. They are also pressed into services at the time of emergencies and for providing relief measures at the time of natural calamities. Next question. Which is the international airline of India? Answer. Air India handles our international traffic. It is a public sector undertaking. Jet and Kingfisher are examples of private airlines that fly to other countries as well. Next question. Name 4 cities where international airports are located and name these airports. Answer. Cities where international airports are located: Delhi, Indira Gandhi International Airport; Mumbai, Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport; Chennai, Meenambakkam Airport; Kolkata, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport. Next question. Why is air travel preferred in the northeastern state? Give reason. Answer. The northeastern part of the country is marked with dissected relief, dense forest, frequent floods, big rivers. Under these difficult conditions, the road and rail transport is not well developed. Journey through land transport is very tiresome and time consuming. So, for all these reasons, air travel is preferred in this part of the country where special provisions are made of extend the services to common people at cheaper rates. Next question. Name 4 airline services which cater to the domestic air traffic. Answer. Domestic air services are Indian Airlines, which extend its services to neighboring countries. Also, Alliance Air, subsidiary of Indian Airlines. Private scheduled airlines like Jet, Sahara, Kingfisher, Indigo, Go Air, etc. Private non-scheduled operators provide air taxi services. Next question. Mention any 2 inland waterways of India. Write 3 characteristics of each. Answer. 2 inland waterways are the Ganga River between Allahabad and Haldia. Characteristics. The Inland Waterways Authority has declared this waterway as National Waterway number 1. Its total length is 1620 km. It is one of the most important waterway of India, which is navigable by mechanical boats up to Patna. The Brahmaputra River between Sadhya and Dhubri. Characteristics. The total length is 891 km. It is declared as National Waterway number 2. It is navigable by steamers up to Dibrugarh. Next question. What are major seaports? Answer. Seaports which handle our foreign trade are called major seaports. These ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. Next question. Name the northernmost and southernmost ports of eastern and western coast respectively. Answer. The northernmost port of eastern coast, Kolkata; of western coast, Kandla; the southernmost port of eastern coast, Tuticorin; of western coast, Kochi. Next question. What made the location of inland oil refineries possible? Name any 2 inland oil refineries. Answer. Location of inland oil refineries was made possible because of pipeline transportation which links them with oil fields. Inland oil refineries are Barauni, Mathura, Panipat. Next question. Write about 3 most important networks of pipeline transportation. Answer. Important networks are from oil fields in Upper Assam to Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh, via Guwahati, Barauni, and Allahabad. From Salaya, Gujarat to Jalandhar, Punjab, via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi, and Sonipat. Gas pipeline from Hazira, Gujarat, via Vijaypur, Madhya Pradesh to Jagdishpur, Uttar Pradesh, called HBJ gas pipeline. Next question. Write 4 merits of waterways in India. Answer. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. Waterways are a useful, efficient, and environment-friendly mode of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. India's trade with foreign countries is carried from the ports located along the coast, and more than 95% of the country's trade volume is moved by the sea. Next question. Explain the improvements made by the Indian Railways in its functioning. Answer. Railways make it possible to conduct multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage, transportation of goods and passengers. It accelerated the deployment of industrial and agricultural sector. Konkan Railway along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods. Metro rail, monorail and rapid metro system are helping lakhs of people to commute every day. These have helped in easing the traffic situation in cities like Delhi, Mumbai and Gurgaon. The railway provide effective container service. Next question. What are the advantages of pipeline transportation? Answer. Advantages of pipeline transportation. Pipeline can transport liquids, gases and solids in slurry form to any distance. Pipelines are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas from oil and natural gas field to refineries, fertilizer factories and big thermal power plants. Initial cost of laying pipeline is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. It reduces transshipment losses and delays. They can be led in any terrain and even though the water bodies. Next question. State reason for the sparse railway network in Himalayan region. Answer. Reasons for spare railway network in Himalayas. High relief and rugged terrain pose difficulty in construction. Sparse population. Lack of economic opportunities because of low economic development. These are also thickly forested areas. Next question. Where is Konkan railway line developed in India and what problems are faced by it? Answer. Konkan railway line is developed along the western coast of India through the states of Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka. This railway line has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in the most important economic region of India. Problems faced during its construction: sinking of track in some stretches. Landslides were another hindrance. Next question. What are the problems faced by Indian Railways? Answer. Problems faced by the Indian Railways: many passengers travel without tickets, theft and damaging of railway property by miscreants. People stop the train and pull chain unnecessarily that cause heavy damage to the railways and also cause delays.